Okay, this is the motion graph quiz answers for each of the 10 questions. Question 1. In the graph below, how long does the moose rest for? So the solid line for the moose is right here, and you're looking for the horizontal or the flat line. So if you look at question 2, in the graph below, how many total meters does the moose move? Again, solid line, moving away from the start for 10 meters, not moving at all, and then returning back to the position that it came from for 10 meters. So that would be a total of 20. Question 3. What happens on Marie's trip to work for segment BC? Here's section BC. You're moving back to the start. She starts at 5 miles from her house, and then she returns back to 0 miles from her house. So that's returning back to the start. What is Marie's average speed for the entire ride to work? You add up all of the distances. She moves 5 miles away. She goes 5 miles back. That's 10. And then she goes from 0 to 20. So you do this 20 miles segment right here, plus another 10. So that's 30. So you do 30 seconds. I'm sorry, you do the total distance, 30 miles, and then divide by her total time that it takes her, which is 40 seconds. So 30 miles distance divided by 40 seconds of time is 0.75 miles per hour average. During which time interval is the animal moving at constant speed? Well, let's look at each one. Segment AE is right here, so it shows starting off slowly and then speeding up. So AE looks like the best choice, but let's just check out the other ones as well. JC is right here. So from here to here, there's no distance at all, so it's at rest, so that's not, I read this wrong, shoot. Sorry, I confused this with another question. At what time interval is the animal moving at constant speed? So at segment AE, that shows the squirrel speeding up, so AE would not be the best choice. JC right here is showing no movement at all. Segment EF again is showing the animal accelerating, and segment CK is a downward sloping line. So even though it's going in the direction where the animal would be returning back to the start, it's a straight line, so that shows constant speed. So CK is the best choice for question 5. Question 6. After Marie's return home, what is her average speed for the rest of the trip to work? So you're focusing on segment C to F, all of the distance and time that occurs from segment C to F. Okay, so let's look at the distance change. The distance change starting at 0 goes over here to probably about 7 or so, and then up here to 20. So your distance would be 20, and then you're going to divide by the time that takes place to get to from segment C to F. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30. So I'm going to take 20 miles and divide by 30 minutes. My best choice here would be 0.667 miles per minute. Question 7. At which time interval is the speed of the animal changing? This is the question I confused with the constant speed one earlier. So segment AE is the best choice because it shows a curved line. Anytime that you see a curved line, that's going to represent changing speed. In this case, AE is a curved line. Segment AB is a straight line, so that's constant speed. KD, again, is a straight line, so that's constant speed. And then JC is a horizontal line or a flat line, so that's showing the rest position. So again, the best choice would be AE. Who wins the bike race? Well, that would be Kim. They're all racing to a distance of 10 meters. And in the case of Kim, represented by the red line, she finishes it in the least amount of time, which is 50 seconds. So Kim is the winner. How many minutes into the race are Barry and Sasha tied for second place? Well, that's going to be the position where the blue and the green lines overlap. So you can see, other than the start, that never happens until 50 minutes into the race. So right here at 50 minutes, they're both tied for second at the 8-mile mark. Question 10. How many minutes does Barry finish the race after Kim? Well, Kim finishes the race in 50 minutes, represented by the red line, and then Barry finishes the race at 60 minutes, represented by the blue line. So 60 minutes is 10 minutes past 50 minutes. So he's 10 minutes after. This one was just for fun, worth no points, as you see in your test. So in my case, yes, I do know somebody named Barry, but you probably don't. Okay, so here's just a quick review, or maybe not. Okay, so you're going to finish your corrections, and then Mr. Vaughn or Mrs. H will be over with you and show you how to start your motion story graph.